Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a cold brew coffee and a hot coffee with brown rice horchata. Horchata is like rice water, and you can mix either milk, or you can mix almond milk, or you can mix skim milk, and cinnamon and vanilla, and you make. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. And you make horchata. Um, and the horchata, what you're going to do is after you soak it overnight, welcome Anna, uh, you you blend it up, your rice water. Hi Sume, how are you? Welcome, joining on YouTube. Thank you. And you put cinnamon in here, you put a little vanilla. I actually have the recipe on YouTube. Hi, how are you? I'll post it for you. You use 2/3 cup of brown rice, 3 cups of warm water, and then half a tablespoon of cinnamon powder, and then a 1/4 cup. Hi, hey, MJ, how you doing? A 1/4 cup of sugar. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me live. I'm broadcasting on 3 platforms. I'm broadcasting on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. And then you use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 cups of milk. Well, the milk is optional. You can use almond milk, like that, almond milk or coconut milk. You can use those in replace of the milk. I used what I had today. I used 2% Promised Land milk. And I have my cold brew that I soaked overnight. And then also I made a fresh pot. Let me get over here. A fresh pot of French press coffee. So we're going to mix the horchata with 2 different a dry creamer. Okay, I wouldn't know. You would have to use a lot of dry creamer because it calls for 2 cups of milk. You would have to figure out how much that would be equivalent to. You can also use maybe a low lactose intolerant milk if you want. And this is Sumatra coffee. And I had some beans and I ground them up, and let's just give this a try. And then this is the same coffee. Oh, you like that? Okay, that's cool. And so I soaked this overnight. What I did was I took 4 tablespoons of ground coffee that I ground in my beans. Fresh milk, yes, and cream is always better, right? And so we're going to pour this. I got my glass of ice water, and see if I cannot spill it all over. And so we can pour this in our glass of ice. I got to get used to there we go. We got our cold brew right there. It smells really good. So we're going to pour our horchata. Horchata is really popular here in San Antonio. It's a drink that you can drink anytime in the morning for breakfast, or you just have something. It's really refreshing sometimes. Just to you can use on horchata. You can soak oatmeal overnight. Instead of rice, you can use oatmeal. You're really supposed to use a long grain white rice, but I thought brown rice would be a little bit more healthier. So we're going to give this a try. So I got my... It's okay. Let me see. This is my son has a Ninja blending set. So I used his to blend this morning. And so let's see if we can get this to pour. See that? Whoa, that looks really cool. Look at that. And I tasted the horchata this morning before I started the broadcast, and it is amazing. You can even put, instead of the 1/4 cup sugar, You can probably put another kind of sweetener if you like, um, but or you can you can use raw sugar, I guess, or you can use a sweetener. I don't really prefer using sweeteners. I'd rather I think if you used coconut milk, you probably wouldn't even have to put sugar at all. So let's get oh look at that color. That's really I had to get used to where the camera because I'm using Prism Live to go. There's a stream on YouTube, and I don't know. I never had palm sugar. That might be interesting. Let's see. Let's see how this tastes. Oh man, I love horchata and I love coffee. So oh yeah, coconut milk would be really good. Oh oh that is really good. You can taste that cinnamon in there and that vanilla. Oh that is, and then Sumatra coffee, really good. So let's try a hot coffee now, shall we? So I got my little cup. I got a glass cup so you can see the, be able to see the cream. So let's see here. And the coffee's still pretty hot. I was surprised that I was taking a little bit to get going here. And let's put our horchata. Yeah, it's really good, right? I love horchata. I've heard that you can use oatmeal, and I haven't tried that before, but here, mainly if you buy it at a restaurant or something, it's they use the white rice. It has a good flavor. I mean, a good color. Let's give it a try. Oh, that cinnamon and the vanilla and the rice water. Really, this is like if it was here in San Antonio, is this really still even though we're September, almost October, it's still getting like 94, 96 degrees outside. You want to? Okay, cool. Cheers. um, but this would be nice on like a crisp, cool evening, or maybe maybe you don't want to drink coffee in the evening. But I mean, sometimes I can. It doesn't bother me. This this is actually really good. Make one for me, okay? Susie May here. Let me zip it through the internet. There you go. You got it. Oh man, I can't tell which one I like better. Do I like the cold brew better? 3 a.m. Wow, this is really good. You tasted it? It was really good. All right. This is really good. I like I like my cold brew, but it's hard to tell which one I like better. I would have to give this. I'm gonna be a little biased because I made the coffee but yeah, it's either melting the pavement or freezing over. We don't actually get cold till like January. It doesn't get cold. It doesn't really get cold till like late December or January. It's kind of like Christmas time. You're trying to get in the Christmas mood, for the holiday, and it's 80 something degrees outside. It's like, oh, okay. But a nice cool evening. This would be ice storms in January and February. So, I mean, every once in a while, it only snows in San Antonio like once every 10 years or something like that. Right now, here I can share. Y'all want some? I'm gonna put it through the internet. Okay, there you go. No snow. I remember the ice storms. It snowed last year, about a quarter inch of snow, it came down one night, and then but it was the ground was still too warm, so it didn't really collect. And only in 1984 was the first time that we. Oh, you're welcome. In 1984 was the first time it snowed 13 inches of snow, and the city of San Antonio was going crazy. We didn't know what, we didn't have snow plows. They told us to stay off the highways. It was just amazing. I was working at the same company that I work for now. You lived in Dallas for 3 years. Yeah, they get colder weather up in Dallas, which is like 4 or 5 hours away from us. And but yeah, it's crazy. It snowed in Taiwan 3 years ago, and yeah, it's crazy. 1 in 100 years. That no snow there. Susie May, Susie, where are you at? These bifocals are driving me nuts. Because if I look straight ahead, I can't see the comments that well. So I have to lift up a little bit, and it looks like I'm looking up in the sky. Maybe I'm praying for a lot of viewers, right? But man, I can make this when it gets cooler. Man, I like hot coffee sometimes in the morning too. But this is really good. Yeah, I gotta give this a try. I'll put the recipe. Well, actually, the ingredients. Last year was crazy. We got 60 below. 60 below. Wow. I kind of did everything in the recipe. It tells you to take the rice and the water and soak it overnight, and then add the other ingredients. Well, snowing. I heard wrong. Oh, really? Every time I go get a haircut, it snows, because if the lady who cuts my hair, at the end, there's like around the chair is all white, and I said, "Wow, it really snowed in here, didn't it?" And she usually laughs. She thinks that's funny. But what I did is I put everything in here last night, and I soaked it overnight, and 9 hours. So you got to let it soak in there about 9 hours, and I'll put it on there. Can you see it? My crazy writing, kind of writing real fast at like 1 o'clock at night, because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do today. And so cool. There it is. Can you see it? I'll on YouTube. I'll put it on the description below. But what you're supposed to do is you take the rice water and the warm water, and you don't have to put warm water because you're going to put it in the refrigerator overnight. Cool. And you put it in the refrigerator overnight, and I let it soak for like 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours, and then my wife said I wasn't supposed to put everything in, but last night I measured everything out. I just put it all in this. This is one of those Ninja blender things, and I put everything in. I had it set, so in the morning all I had to do is I blendered it. Is that a word? Blendered it, and then I took a strainer in a big bowl, and then I strained the horchata, because you don't want all those little rice bits when you're drinking the horchata. So you can even put the whole stick cinnamon. I think if you just put one cinnamon stick in there overnight, but I put like what was it? What did it say? I put a half a tablespoon of cinnamon, but uh, and then I just put everything together, and when I tasted it this morning, it was like, wow, that is really good. It's a new word, blender it, and we'll have to Google that later and spell check it and see if that's correct. But this is actually really good. There's a coffee that we can get here in San Antonio. It's made in Austin. It's called Cuvée Coffee, and they make a horchata coffee. 2 new words we got. Cool. And I really like that, so I thought I would try to do one on my own and see if I can get it to taste really good. And this actually is really, really good. I think if I used white rice or oatmeal, oatmeal is really good too. There's several places here in San Antonio that sells horchata, and horchata is one of my. If you want something like in the morning, that it would be kind of like for breakfast, because they also make here in San Antonio. There's cinnamon sugar. Like you say, you have white rice left over from last night. Well, you could take that white rice and you put cinnamon and some milk on it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm on about 16. It has a little clock on here and it says 17 minutes. And you can eat that cinnamon white rice for breakfast. It's really good. But I don't know the recipe for that. But I just remember making it as I was younger. We had white rice, and we would have leftover, and so we would make that for the breakfast. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody joining me. You should do a coffee word of the day. Oh, today, the coffee word to the day is blendered it. Blendered it. So, thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. And I'll put it right here on my wall. But I'm trying to find. Well, I have a word board that you can put letters on it, and I put it right here. This is crazy. I'm because it's kind of reversed what I'm looking at. So when I point this way, I'm actually pointing, that way. But anyway, I can't make up my mind which one I want to drink. They're so good, both of them. But at least I'll have some cold brew left over, and then I have my whole French press. And look, Anna, I got another French press. Remember last time the lid fell off when I was pouring it? Yeah, because there was the little stem that's right here broke on the other one. So I wasn't using the plunger on it. So when I went like this, the lid just flew off. So drink both at the same time? That'd be crazy. Anyway. So I want the same problem, the reverse lens. Yeah. I think I can set it up, but because it asks you. Oh man. Let me see. Let's see, here we go. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time on Kinrod's Coffee Review. Here we go. Everybody have a great day, a great evening, and thank you for joining me. And I really appreciate everybody joining me. And Susie May, it was great seeing you. I haven't seen you in a long time. MJ, thank you so much for joining me. And Annabelle, thank you for joining me too. I appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time on Kinrod's Coffee Review. Thank you. Here you go. We're going to hold up the coffee right here. We'll see you next time. Bye.